Hi, everybody.
Hi, Mommy.
Hi, Ethan.
Hi, on.
I wanted to hop on and excuse my son's messy bed behind me.
it.
I moved my desk from
I
the,
used it, Mommy.
yes, baby, I know who you are. Can we go watch Cars, please?
In the world with you go.
Okay, run around in a circle. I moved my office from my daughter's room since the last time we all talked. I ended up, hey, stop running and go watch Cars, please. Okay. So I just really wanted to tell everybody why I kind of disappeared for as long as I did. My husband, as I've told everybody before, is military, and he deployed and returned. And so I was in Tennessee visiting, and I came home, ended up getting to spend some time with my husband. And so therefore, it kind of came down to the fact that I just didn't stream for a while. But now I'm at a point where I can stream again. I've started a new job, so we're just gonna get into a routine here together. I really just wanted to show today everything that I have been working on. See you later. Don't mind my kids in the background. If you watched any of my previous videos, you'll know that I love having them around while I do something like this. So,
I'm okay.
yeah, you're okay?
Yes.
So, to say the least, they will be in the background being obnoxious. Hey.
Come on.
Do you guys go watch Cars, please? Mommy put it on for you so you can watch it. So I really just wanted to show my whips. This one here is what I'm currently working on. And it is a Harry Potter one. So I'm hoping you guys can see that. I can see it really well, but that doesn't mean anything for anybody else. And then so far, so it looks like I haven't completed anything, but I try to leave my cover paper on now because my dog's in the middle of his shedding season. So I try to leave all of my cover paper on. So that's as far as I am with that guy. Come on. So as exciting as that one is, I keep this one in my office. That way I don't have to transport anything back and forth between my office and like the rest of my house. And then this one right here is the one that I said I was going to start a while back. It's called Love in the Sand. It is I forget how big. I believe it's a 60 by 60. So it's huge, like ginormous huge. If that gives you any insight. And I've finished about that much on it. The thumbnail for this guy is right there. So that one has been a serious work in progress. I started it a while back while I was still working on my custom. And I did eventually finish that turtle. The turtle that I ended up finishing was for a friend of mine, and she ended up coming to visit me. And so now, let me see if I can pull it down to show you. Hey, inside voice, please. The turtle is completely finished. So it's that guy there. Sorry if the light looks blue in here for some reason. Yeah, turtle.
1, 2.
Good job.
It's a cow.
So it's for my best friend.
Mama, it's a cow, Mommy.
Yes, baby, it's a cow. You did a good job.
No.
So, to say the least, yes. So, to say the least, no more. Please go play. No more. Not right now.
It's a water.
Excuse my offspring. No, it's mommy's drink. Okay, we're all done. Okay. Can you go watch Cars, please?
Watch Planes.
Okay, then go watch it. So this is the way I'm doing my new setup. So these are still those Harbor Freight containers. I did change the orientation of them as opposed to them being like boxed on top of each other and only doing like 4 rows across. I ended up changing it so that I did multiple up 3 rows, 3 columns, and then there's 3 what am I trying to say? 3 columns, and then there's that many in there. So now it fits more than the other one did. Let's see, 3, 6, 9, 18, 27. So it fits 27 as opposed to the original, I think, like 23 or 24 that they're supposed to fit. So, I mean, it's only 3 more, but that's a big deal when you have a project that's over 20 or what have you. So I started doing that. And then these stickers I found them at Walmart and all the school supplies. And so I was pretty amazed when I found these because I usually just use the circular ones. Let me go see if I can grab my other containers. So I ended up normally using these ones, the round stickers. And they do stick on there pretty well. It's just a matter of the bottoms, they usually start coming up. Excuse me, we just had dinner and apparently it's not sitting well with me. So usually they start to come up if you don't put them in there properly or something like that. So I ended up, and this is for my Love in the Sand kit. It's 2 boxes, and then it was 2 of the boxes for my other one. So I do enjoy these containers more than anything, and I was actually using the Darice, I believe that's what they're called, these containers to store everything, but I just ended up getting so many. So those Harbor Freight containers are specifically for when I'm working on a project. My new setup for storage, I went to Walmart and ended up getting one of these case-it things that I saw through Ella, Kicking Cancer's Butt. She has like a binder full, or she did at one point. I don't know if she still does, but she has like a binder full of all of her storage. And so this guy right here, he's got a pocket. So right now in that pocket is all of my circular drills. I'm still debating on whether or not I want to store, keep these, or if I just want to like toss them, because I prefer square. And so then in here, in there, I have all these pages filled with everything, all the basic words, apparently, all the basic numbers. And so I just did what she kind of did, where I'm using note cards, and I'm cutting them and I'm putting them inside the baggies. So each one of these has a little plastic baggie. Let's see if I can do this with this hitting me in the face. Plastic baggie, and then it has the number 152, and they're in there. And then he just goes right back in there when I fill him back up again. So that's kind of where I'm at with my storage process. I kind of got sick of using the huge containers. So I was going to ask if anybody wants them. Feel free to contact me, and then we can work something out where I can send them to you really cheap. Because I know a lot of people prefer those over other systems. But now I've realized that this is my favorite storage, and those are my favorite for current works in progress. So, with all of that being said, I really just wanted to hop on and kind of apologize that I disappeared for so long without really any trace. And I do know that I got several other subscribers while I was gone. And to say the least, like when I ended up leaving to go to Tennessee, I didn't expect all of this to kind of like happen at the same time. So when I went to Tennessee, I was there for 2 weeks, and then I came home. And then within like a week or two, my husband was coming home. And so with him coming home, everything kind of like hit the fan. I had to clean the house, had to get my life back in order, get a schedule down. Wow, my hair is a hot mess. Get my schedule down so that way, hey, can we not stand on that? Get off the table, please. No, don't jump. So I came home, had a couple of weeks before my husband got home, and then after he returned or got home, he started his work process. And then within 2 weeks of that, I had my visitors coming. So I had my friend, she came to visit for 2 weeks. And then while she was here, my in-laws came because my husband was leaving again. And so it's just been like this whole fiasco where one thing after next. Then I got a phone call in between all of that telling me that I could have my job back at Bed Bath & Beyond. I worked with the company before I had kids, and having kids kind of just, prioritized over everything. So I stopped having a job and I just became a stay-at-home mom. Well, now I'm able to go back to work. I found a babysitter. I've gone through 3 of those, but that's a story for later, or if anybody even really wants to know about it. And so I ended up getting hired to this job. I actually start this week. I start tomorrow, actually on the sales floor. I've done training and stuff like that to get up to back to where I was. But now with that all being the case, sorry, I feel like I have a double chin and it's bothering me. Like I said, don't mind my son's bed back there. Life, right? So with all of that being said, I finally feel like I'm in a decent enough place that I can come back to you guys and I can share, just go back to diamond painting, starting my processes. Now, the other fun thing that I really wanted to give everybody a hind's eye into is how I store all my canvases that I don't have prepared to work on. I store all of them very, very differently than most people. I know, like Danielle from Stitcherista, she stores them on a wall, or like hanging in a roller thing on the wall. I store them in a bin. And this right here is my bin. This guy right here, my bin, bright pink. So it has all of the ones, and these are like a bunch. I have a ton, to be honest. So this is a bunch of them rolled together. And I think I've showed all of my orders and stuff like that. I think I've showed them. I've showed them, but I can show them again if anybody would like to see them. So I have them all wrapped up in here. And then a couple like stragglers. Jeez Louise. The couple stragglers, like these are, I believe these are Huacan customs. So I have a couple of customs. That's my husband and my 2 kiddos. And then that's my 2 kiddos. And then these are some small ones, like this one here, this top one, is for my dog that passed last year. So anyways, to say the least. So then, this is my rolling pin. Like, I basically put everything in there. So then this right here is the other container. Now, mind you, these are just little things that I bought at the dollar store, the Dollar General. And then I took some scrapbook paper and I just like taped them to the inside, double-sided tape right in there, just to make it a little bit fancier and like make it so that you can't see through. I'm sure there's other better ways to adhere it to the inside of the container, but I really wasn't concerned. So, to say the least, like this one right here will be my next project after I finish my current whip that's on the table. Hi, sweetie.
No, bye, Mommy.
Bye, baby. So this is how I store them. Ziploc bag. This is all my diamonds. Okay, see you later. This is all of my diamonds for this project. I've already done the inventory, so the inventory is in my craft binder. This guy right here. All my inventory sheets go in here. So right there, this is everything that I have not started working on or set up to be ready to be put in the binder properly. So then this one right here for my next project, which will be the elephant after what I'm working on. So let me see if I can grab the sheet for the elephant. Okay. So that right there is the elephant. That'll be what I work on next after the Harry Potter one that I'm currently working on. So the last 4 digits up here at the end of it. Let me see if I can get it. 3708. This guy right here is elephant. Elef, abbreviated to 3708. Yes. all my diamonds for this guy are inside of here. So this one, there is 3 bags of one that I'm missing. So now from there, I go and check my inventory in the case-it binder to see if I have it. If I don't have it or I don't have enough of them, then I'm going to order them and have them shipped to me. I'm really not one of those people that's like, oh my gosh, my diamonds didn't make it to me. I'd rather just order them or find somebody else that has them that wants to get rid of them, and that's easy enough for me. So essentially, I do that with every project that I'm not prepared to put into a container. So this guy will go back in here as my next project. And then I have 2 bins of these because of how many projects I have to work on. So inside of here, I have all of those. And I even have like a foam core right here, a couple of foam cores. And then I'll put this guy back in there. So I did, while I was in Tennessee, I did end up getting my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law hooked on diamond painting like I thought I would. They haven't bought any of their own projects, but they, out of your mouth, please. They did end up using the ones that I gave to them. You're weird. That I brought with me. So they ended up doing those, and then I bought a couple more while I was there, and they ended up helping me do those. So, and then while my best friend was here visiting, I got her hooked on it too. She's making one right now currently for her mom. And so I thought that was kind of cool that it's just the expansion of a craft, to be honest. And now I learned from Stitcherista, I think it was, that the prices of DMC floss are going up, which is really a huge bummer, seeing as I just got interested in the craft. So that's kind of a kick to the pants, but life, right? So anyways, to say the least, I really just wanted to let everybody know that I am still alive. If you do want to give me any sort of tags to do, I'm all for it. We can knock those out in a matter of seconds or a really long video, whichever one you guys want. So at this point, I gotta put my kiddos to bed here soon, and so I just wanted to kind of give like a brief synopsis of life. I'll be working tomorrow, and then after tomorrow, probably on Wednesday. Thank you. On Wednesday, I think we can see about knocking out like a with me. Probably. We'll see if we can do a drill with me. I'll see what I can figure out. I don't have a Facebook page or anything like that, so I can't really get too informed with you guys, but I can see what you guys want. Feel free to comment. Leave me any sort of tag that you want me to do. If not, I'll just come up with questions and pull them out of the air to share with you. And then I think at that point, I really appreciate anybody that subscribed while I disappeared and even stayed subscribed. Like, I know how hard it is to all of a sudden find somebody that you want to start watching on YouTube. And I enjoy doing the videos as long as you enjoy watching them. So I did have somebody tell me that they wanted to send me a tag, but I don't think she ever did. So that was only
No, thank you.
Yes, no thank you. Good job. So anyhow, with all of that being said, just let me know what you guys really want to see, and then at that point we can figure out whether or not we want to do a drill with me, or if you guys want to see me get my projects ready, like that elephant project that I have up next. If you guys want me to start that and just get it prepared. I mean, I do currently have 2 whips, which is a lot. For me, I'm one of those people that likes to start a project and finish it before I start another one. So with that being the case, but it does help that they're in 2 different rooms. Like this one right here, the Harry Potter one that I'm working on, with it being in this room, I just work on it when I'm in here watching Netflix or whatever. And then when my son comes to bed, then I go and work on the Love in the Sand in the other room. Hello, whoever hopped on. So this Love in the Sand one, I enjoy doing this one on my bed, so that way I could just lay it out on my bed and I can work on it. So I end up watching Netflix while I do this in the other room. That way I'm not disturbing my son, but then it gives me a reason to have two projects. Hey, can we use our inside voices, please? So anyhow, like even behind this project here, I'm sure you can see behind this project, this Harry Potter one that I'm currently working on, I have all my other ones that are this size, so that way I can keep them on here and they can flatten out underneath this project. For anybody that watched previously and didn't see this just now, this turtle project that I was doing, I did finally finish it, but my friend ended up forgetting to take it home with her. It looks so pixelated right there, but then you move it back a little bit and it looks super, super cute. Like the turtles have so much definition in their head. This thing took forever to finish, and might I add, I did end up running out of diamonds in like the blue. That camera color looks ridiculous. So I ended up losing running out of diamonds with that one, which that was a bummer. So I think in addition to that, other than my setup and stuff, I think it's all been pretty much the same. I just moved offices from my daughter's room and moved all my stuff into my son's room, which is actually our guest room. I just have them separated because they sleep better by themselves. So today's just been really a lazy day and really just catching up on the fact that I needed to get my life back together before I start work tomorrow. Yeah. Bye. See you later. Don't mind my kids in the background. They are like my little audience when I feel like nobody's listening. So to say the least, let me know what you guys really want to see. As for like the drill with me, it's usually pretty hard for me to set up a drill with me, especially since I normally have to do it at night, but I'm all for it if that's what you guys would prefer to see, as well as if you guys would prefer to see me kit up everything and start like my process of putting everything in the Harbor Freight containers. I can do that. I don't have very many. Thank you.
Pick up mommy stuff.
Yep, pick up mommy stuff. So I don't have very many containers to put them in, but I obviously can go get some. That's really not a big deal. Harbor Freight's right behind my house. So with all of that being said, though, if you have any questions about like my storage stuff, with the K-Sit that I use, this guy here, it's just a Walmart purchase, and it's one of those huge binders. It says cover flat, protects your stuff, handle and shoulder strap. It actually comes with this like handle attached, and then there's a shoulder strap that you can put over it, so you could almost walk around with it. Even though this is my extra drills, that won't really be something that I plan on doing. But you never know. So, and then it has the pockets on the inside and the outside. So there's a pocket right here. I left this on so that I could show you guys when I actually came on. So it has the pockets inside here, and then there's two pockets on the inside of the actual, or pocket on the outside, and then two pockets on the inside of the actual thing itself, which are super helpful to hold my drills while I'm, not paying attention. So that right now currently has all of my round drills. And then with that, this is my stickers for the Doris containers that I no longer am using and willing to give to somebody reasonably within price and stuff and shipping and everything. So that way we could talk about, whatever. If you wanted to buy me a diamond painting or something and have it sent to my house, and then that way I could, send these to you, whatever it may be. So I think with all of that, I really just wanted to talk about where did it go? My craft binder. It's hiding. Excuse me while I throw my canvases around. So my craft binder, I don't know if I showed any of these in the previous video, but before I left to Tennessee, so probably not. This guy right here, I finished within a couple hours, or not, within a couple hours every day. for about a week. It was for my cousin, and so I sent it to him. Hey, thank you. I sent it to him for a birthday present, and then I sent him one that I bought so that he could try to get addicted to diamond painting as well. So that being a project that I finished off camera, I figured I'd share. This will be my next project, is going to be the elephant. So that'll be after I finish the Harry Potter and the Love in the Sand one. Elephant, good job. Elephants don't say moo. So then this is a Harry Potter one. You can't really see it, but it's one of those lovely ones with the huge white backgrounds. And then this Harry Potter one, now this is a funny story. My husband came home and saw that I was diamond painting, and he was like, what in the holy heck are you doing? He's like, I've been stuck on a boat for too long. What do you mean you are diamond painting? He's like, those things are tiny. They do not look like diamonds. And so I was laughing hysterically, and I was like, here, try it. It's like stress relieving. Hi, baby. I was like, it's stress relieving, so try it with me. So he only finished like maybe a corner of the project before he ended up having to go deploy again. But it was the funniest thing. Like, we'd sit down, we'd watch TV, and we would diamond paint together. Now, mind you, him being newer, he wasn't very fast at it, so he felt like he was just epically failing. Yes, a train, baby. Choo choo. This one I can't wait to start because instead of a white background, it's blue. A blue background. And it's all different shades. What happened?
We're done cream.
Oh, okay. It's all different shades of blue. So I was super excited. Okay. This one I got for my dog. She passed last year. And she passed last year on Mother's Day. And so I got this one because I'm going to do a shrine dedicated to her. Sorry. I feel like I'm yelling because they're yelling. Hey, can we go play in the other room so Mommy can finish what she's doing? Ethan and Evelyn, please. Hey. These ones, I know my kids are awful young, but I got these so that eventually my kids can do them. Then go play in Evelyn's room, sweetie.
No, thank you.
Then go play in Mommy's room, please.
Okay.
Another Pooh Bear one. Sorry, I'm starting to get a headache trying to yell over them, apparently. This is another Harry Potter one. I think it's not titled anything, but it's supposed to be like the owl with the castle in the background. So that doesn't look like Hogwarts. It just looks like a castle. So not exactly a Harry Potter one. Now, the elephant one, I have a theme going. So these are 2 drafts. That'll be my theme for my office, is I plan on doing the like a safari theme. Not really safari, I guess, because I have tigers and zebras and stuff like that. So I guess just like wild animals. I was planning on doing a theme of that and have them hanging up. Now, mind you, one of my favorite paintings that I've actually finished is a cow. And it's actually, I don't know if I'll be able to show you because you guys are on my laptop. Excuse my messy office. That's my cow and a bunch of pictures of my son. And so I finished the cow one, and I loved it, but it doesn't really fit with a wild animal theme, so I don't know if I'll keep it in here or if I'll move it into my bedroom. So, but with all of that being said, yeah, overall, this is my binder. It's kind of been updated since I left to Tennessee. It's just got all the projects in here that I've finished. I got the idea. So back here is all of my squares. Those first 2 are rounds, and these are all my squares. Everything that you are seeing right now, I've already finished. Those other ones were still folded because I haven't finished them. So all of those are finished. I finished this custom. This is of my family when they came out to visit. We did dolphin tours to go see dolphins in the ocean. And so we did a family photo on the boat. And then this is what I'm currently working on. So this one's in queue. So hence why it's in there, because hopefully I finish it. And then this one is the one that I gave to my sister-in-law and got her addicted to diamond painting. Careful. Hey, don't stand on the bed, please. So, and then that one's already finished. So the other one that I haven't put in here yet, I don't even know if I have a sheet for it. But anyhow, so yeah, I got the idea to do the binder, the craft binder from, hey! Stop it. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Then go sit down and watch the movie, okay? Go on mommy's room. Go watch the movie.
What's train?
No train. Excuse my son. You're okay.
What?
Okay.
Mommy?
Can we watch it in a little bit?
Yes.
Mommy's almost done, okay? Sorry, kiddo. You'll be okay.
Maybe put mommy stuff on.
Yeah, mommy's stuff on. You're so
Is
funny.
it on?
No, there's nothing for you to play with. So anyways, I just really wanted to hop on and apologize, to be honest, about the fact that I disappeared on everybody, and then thank anybody that did subscribe while I was in my absence. It was super appreciated that people even continued commenting and stuff like that. So I do intend to pick back up on my videos and doing like maybe 1 or 2 a week, depending on my hectic life scheduling. So with all of that being said, sorry that the background is so loud, but that's kind of my thing, is my kids are allowed to be up and playing while I do a video. So anyhow, I think I will kick it off for the end of the night. That way I can put my kiddos to bed since they're overtired at this point. So with that being said, thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much. Bye.